How's it going, everybody? Today is Friday, September the 18th. I'm about to give my pick for week 3 of the college football season in 2020. And let's have a look and see what matchups we got. All right, to start out, I'm just going to pick the teams I like. I'm not going to give you the spread or anything. I'm just going to take the teams I like straight up. There's so many games. Don't really have time to go into them with much detail, so I'm just going to give my pick who I like. Like I said, I'm not going to go against the spread or put anything towards the spread. I have picked out 5 games that I like personally. I will give you my pick, and I will give the numbers against the spread. Please don't use my picks or my opinion. Uh, don't take them for anything of value. They're not. I'm not a professional bettor in any way, shape, or form. I do this for fun. I'm about to give you my pick, so let's get started. All right, and I like in Marshall at Appalachian State. I like Appalachian State over Marshall. Syracuse at Pitt. I like Pittsburgh. Uh, Austin P at Cincinnati. Of course, I like Cincinnati. Houston at Baylor. I'll take the Baylor Bears. And then Tulsa at Oklahoma State. I'll take Oklahoma State. Then Navy at Tulane. I will take the Green Wave. Liberty at Western Kentucky. I'll take Western Kentucky. Stephen F. Austin at Texas San Antonio. I will take the San Antonio Roadrunners. Let's see here. North Carolina and I think Shark. Anyways, that game's been postponed. I marked through it. So then Florida Atlantic University at Georgia Southern. I like Georgia Southern. Troy at Middle Tennessee. I like Troy. Then we've got Citadel at Clemson. Give me the Citadel. No, that was a joke. Give me Clemson. Then La Tech at Southern Miss. Give me Louisiana Tech. Then UL Monroe or Texas State at UL Monroe. Give me the Warhawks. Wake Forest at NC State. Give me the Wolfpack. And then South Florida at Notre Dame. And I will take the Fighting Irish. All right, now my first pick against the spread, I took SMU minus 14 at North Texas. I think they'll bounce. I think SMU will bounce back from that last lackluster. Goodness gracious, that lackluster performance against Texas State they had in week 1. Last week, of course, their game against TCU was postponed. And I think Shane Buechele and SMU bounce back with a solid win this week over North Texas. It should be pretty easy. Shane Buechele and that offense, I think they'll come out with something to prove. And they should be able to spread North Texas' defense out and light them up pretty well. And I think they've got a message. They want to prove something. They were real disappointing at Texas State, only winning by 7. And like I said, I think they want to prove that they're a better team than that. So I like SMU minus 14 on the road at North Texas. All right, and my next pick, I like Duke minus 6 over Boston College. I thought Duke really played Notre Dame well last week. Really, that game played right into Duke's hands. It was rainy and sloppy, and they really played pretty well against Notre Dame. Only losing by 2 touchdowns. Well, 15 points, I think, or it's either 28 or 27-13. But they played the Irish real tough, especially playing at South Bend. Clemson transfer Chase Bryce looked really good, I thought. He really fits nice into the David Cutcliffe style offense. And I really think they'll look good against Boston College. Cutcliffe really has that program uh, humming for Duke. I mean, considering where they were when he took that program over, he now has them into a bowl game, if not every year, at least every other year. Um, he's just done a great job. He's took that program to heights I never thought I would see it. And so I like Duke -6 over Boston College with Duke at home. All right, and then for the next matchup, I like Miami +2.5 at Louisville. Now it's the first top 20 matchup of the season, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I can't think of another ranked matchup this year. I like Miami to go on the road and pull the upset. I think De'Aaron King, I think he's finally healing the wounds of leaving Houston behind and what happened to him. And I think he's out to prove something. He's a very talented quarterback, and nothing against Louisville, but I think what Manny Diaz is doing there is building something special and trying to get the U back. Plus, just the natural talent they bring in from South Florida. I know Louisville's got Mikael Cunningham and a very, very host of talented receivers. But at the end of the day, I've got to go with the U plus the 2.5. All right, and headed down from Kentucky, let's go down to Atlanta, GA, and I've got the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets +7.5 from Central Florida. Two things for me in this matchup. I look at what Central Florida, the players that opted out before the season, just how young they became, especially on the defensive front and in the secondary. And what Georgia Tech was able to do, go down to Tallahassee, spoil Mike Norvell's debut as Florida State's head coach. Jeff Sims really seems to be working well as a freshman quarterback. And I know he's only had one game, but going into Doak Campbell Stadium, that's not an easy place to go win. No matter what the recent history has been at Florida State, it really shows the mettle to be able to go down there and steal a win, especially when nobody really expected you to. And so I really think Georgia Tech not only will cover the spread, I think they'll pull the upset over the Golden Knights, Central Florida. So I like Georgia Tech at home, not only to cover the 7.5, but to beat Central Florida. So I like Georgia Tech. All right, and the last pick of the weekend, I've got Georgia State +17.5 against Louisiana. And I know Louisiana went on the road and upset Iowa State last week, 31-14. And yes, it was a 17-point win. It was huge for them. They broke the top 25 polls for the first time in a really long time. But this is kind of a trap game for teams like that, especially if you're going to try to bet heavy on them just because they beat Iowa State by 17. Oh, well, if they beat them by that, they'll definitely kill Georgia State by that many. That's kind of a trap for bettors, I've learned through personal experience. So that's why I like Georgia State in this game, on top of the fact that Georgia State went on the road in Knoxville last year, knocked off Tennessee. A team, if you ask me, is better than Iowa State. And Georgia State has 16 returning starters from that team. And I just feel that, and I'm not saying Georgia State's going to win the game. I'm kind of cheating on that. I'm not going to pick a winner for that game because I do think Louisiana can definitely win. I just don't think they'll cover the spread. I think Georgia State will come in. They're going to fight hard, and they're going to keep it close. And I do think it'll be a 7 to 10 point game. I wouldn't be shocked to see a 38-28 Louisiana win. And I wouldn't be at all shocked to see like a 35-31 Georgia State victory either. But either way, that's why I like Georgia State in a 17.5 point spread. Um, so that's what I've got for you as far as my college pick goes. Now I will have a review of the picks on Sunday morning, maybe tomorrow night. Just depends, how everything goes, how late the games are. Um, but I will have a review, and I'll also have my NFL picks released tomorrow, and something on the NBA playoffs coming up shortly. So I do appreciate your time stopping by with us. God bless you. God bless this country. Peace.